Buckle up, guys. Today we're outside Hammersmith Police Station, and things kick off with a bold claim. Our filmer sets the tone fast, saying only 1 in 27 burglary calls reportedly get answered. No shouting, no drama, just facts laid down with quiet certainty. He shows the station, lays out his plan to wait and see who engages, and makes it clear that he's here peacefully, but purposefully. There's confidence in his stance, but also disappointment in the statistics. He doesn't provoke, he invites accountability. The question isn't whether officers will react, it's how.
First of all, could you identify yourself for me?
I'm a police officer.
No, you're not. You're not a police officer. No, let's verify that, sir. No, you just said you were a police officer. Right, okay, so let's verify that. And why's that then, sir? Why's that? Tell me why I can't. Tell me why I can't, sir. And first of all, you should have told me under section 3.5, okay, that you actually turned your camera on and you were recording. Yeah, but you should have informed me, sir. Okay? Could you identify yourself for me, please, sir? Could you identify yourself for me? Your collar number, please.
My number is here. Can see me.
No, your number's not on the front. 7334. And yours is 7916. And yours is 7918. Okay, thank you very much. Which is a perfectly lawful activity, sir.
Yeah, but we need to know why you're recording.
No, you don't need to know. You do not need to know. I'm standing in public.
Yeah, we're saying
I'm standing in public, sir.
yeah.
And there is absolutely nothing you can do about that, sir.
Just a minute. We'll see.
Okay, so what you got here, guys, is you got 3 PCSOs that decided to actually come up to me. This gentleman here actually said to himself he was a police officer when yet he is a PCSO, nothing more. Okay, and that is the problem. Okay, so and that's the thing. All right.
This is where the first real tension snaps into place. 3 PCSOs approach, and one appears to identify himself as a police officer, sparking instant challenge. The filmer demands proper identification, calls out the lack of body cam notification, and calmly asserts Section 3.5 protocol. No shouting, just sharp correction. He draws a clear legal line, standing on public ground, filming lawfully. You can feel the power dynamic wobble as he exposes overreach without raising his voice. Authority isn't denied, it's simply told to stand correctly.
Videos. This is the first interaction. Oh, there we go, blue lights. Okay, how's that for? So then you got these guys here. So yeah, you got these guys here. Blues. Okay. Yeah, so as I said, so it was just very interesting. Look, this is a mental station, one after the other after the other. That was a nice little bit. Just walk up to the other gate and 2 cars come straight out. We can normally wait a little while to actually get that, which was quite interesting. And then as I pan round, guys, what you got is you then got those PCSOs still standing there, waiting for an officer to come out. So yeah, so it's definitely been an all go so far. I've only been here 9 minutes, but yeah, it's just very quick to jump to the conclusion. I can't film, which was incredible. So
The officers are coming down to talk to you, sir.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so I've just been informed by the female PCSO that there's an officer coming down to me, which is perfectly fine. And as you guys know, I welcome any interaction. So all interactions are most welcome. But as I said, what's extremely interesting was it's the PCSO that's all the way down that far end Now he's most probably telling that elderly lady that he's a police officer when all what he is a PCSO. But to come out with that, he is a police officer. Wow.
The atmosphere shifts from debate to cinematic. Sirens blaze past, blue lights cutting through the frame one after another, turning a sidewalk encounter into a live-action backdrop. Meanwhile, PCSOs linger like sentries, watching from a distance but unwilling to re-engage. The narrator speculates one may be misidentifying themselves again, this time to an elderly passerby. It's not chaos, but it's charged. The traffic, the silence, the waiting, it all builds suspense without a single raised voice. It's less confrontation and more theater of observation.
You're filming myself and our officer going to put our body warrants on as well, okay?
No worries. Thank you very much for telling me. I appreciate that.
No worries. We'll start off now. My name's PC Danny Griffiths, 3516 Alpha Whiskey.
Thank you very much, sir.
2839 Alpha Whiskey.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now, so we can see that you're filming a police station.
Yep.
That can raise some concerns for us. We're just asking why you're doing that.
No, I understand that it may raise concerns for you. What I'm doing is I'm just doing a quick video about the police station and about Hammersmith Police Station to do with why, when you look at the amount of calls that go into the police, that out of Hammersmith Police Station for burglaries and that, it's only 1 in every 27 people then that are visited from that.
So 127, as in...
One in every 27 burglaries,
Yep.
the police attend
That's not
in
true.
Hammersmith.
That's not true. I can't speak for the other teams that work at Hammersmith. Our team seems to see it every
Well
single burglary, so-
then you need to actually go back and look at the statistics then and look at the actual stats.
So again, that might be a question for my superiors. We can't answer that here now. We're obviously just concerned about what it feels.
No, that's fine.
I'm more than happy with your explanation. That was if we prefer if you didn't because of the high security risks around the station itself.
Well, first of all, can you tell me, is the police station secure?
Yes.
Am I standing in public, sir?
Yes.
Right, well then there's no problem whatsoever then.
However, you filming can be classed as sort of intel, you know, covert intel.
So what are you saying? Are you calling me a terrorist or anything like that, sir?
No, but there is that potential risk. We don't know if you're a terrorist.
Yeah, but then I can then say the same thing about you, sir. I can turn around and say that you're this. If I then actually make a presumption then on an officer actually committing murder or doing rape, okay, I could say that I think that you're a potential rapist. And it's the same thing. You can't go off of that presumption, sir. I'm standing here. You've asked me what I'm doing. I've told you what I'm doing, sir. And as you can see, I'm really chilled out. And all what I'm doing is a quick documentary, okay? And speaking to officers. And as I said, I welcome any interaction from any officer. And that's how it should be. And most of all, when you actually came and you approached me, you are most probably the only officers so far from here that have actually came and approached me correctly. First of all, you told me you're putting your body warm.
Now comes the peak of legal and verbal sparring. 2 constables arrive, more polished than the earlier PCSOs. They activate body cams openly, identify themselves properly, and ask direct questions. They raise concerns about security and potential misuse of footage, even hint at covert intel risks. The filmer responds without flinching, reminding them that suspicion works both ways. His analogy, I could assume you're a potential criminal too, hits hard. Neither side loses composure, but both clearly test each other's footing. It's not an argument, it's a measured duel in public accountability.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself for
Yeah,
me, please?
PCSO, it's actually Hammersmith Police Station. You just see me inside the police station.
And your collar number?
Caller number 3361.
Thank you very much.
Alright. I was just asking what you're doing.
I'm doing a documentary
Doing a documentary
Yep.
on
the police.
the police, okay.
Yep.
Is there any particular reason why you're videoing our forecourt? Okay, cool. Is there any reason why you're recording the
Yeah, because I legally can.
Okay, not
Could you identify yourself for me, please?
Sorry.
Could you identify yourself for me,
It's
please?
Roger. You have my surname
And
my
your
shoulder
collar number
343.
343. Thank you. And yourself, sir?
I'll see that there.
5125. Thank you very much, sir.
We're just checking for the security reasons why you're recording the
Okay, well, could you answer me a question? Is the building secure?
Yes, but
Am I? Hang on. Am I on public? Am I on the public pavement?
That's absolutely fine, but I'm in the right to just ask you why you're doing it. It's a police station. So I'm asking. So we are asking you a question.
Yep. And I don't have to answer that question.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. You can stand here and record it. That's absolutely fine.
So what are you doing that for?
Pardon?
What are you doing that for?
Because I legally can, sir.
For what purpose? Like,
It makes no difference what
does
purpose,
it give,
sir.
what does it give to you? Like,
It makes no difference for what purpose. I don't need to have a purpose, sir. I'm well within.
What's your name?
It makes no difference what my name is, sir.
how long do you reckon you're going to be here? So, because obviously it's a police station, cars are going to be coming in and out.
Yep.
Right. So, preferably, I wouldn't want you to be
Right.
standing
Well,
here.
well.
where
First
you
of all,
stand
just
your
let me say something. I'm responsible for my own safety. As you can see, I'm on the pavement.
appreciate that,
Okay.
sir.
When I cross
If
the
you let
road,
me
I look
finish.
both ways.
If you let me finish, sir.
Okay.
Right, emergency response vehicles coming in and out of this of this very gate here. Okay, when they're leaving, they can be leaving any point. All right. If you're a hindrance to that becomes a problem for them. All right.
Okay.
So I'd appreciate if you are going to record.
Right.
let
Well,
me
first of
finish.
all, you're making a presumption on me being a
Let me
hindrance.
finish, sir. All
So
right.
what about all these people that are crossing the road?
Sir, if you let me finish,
Okay.
all right. If you can stay to this part or that part, and you can record. That's absolutely fine, sir.
And
All
I
right?
can record on that part if I wish to.
You can record, but please do not hinder the gate.
No,
That's
and
all
that's something that I
ask,
won't
that's all
do.
request.
That's something that I will not do.
Okay, then absolutely fine. If at any point somebody does ask you what you're doing here, exactly the same conversations can be had. All right, I'm happy that you're here. You're happy that you're here. You're legally here. That's no problem. Go about your merry day. All right.
And that is something that I will. Have a love.
The final encounter plays like a closing chapter. This time, the issue isn't identity, it's positioning. Officers claim he may obstruct emergency vehicles. He counters with logic and responsibility, pointing out he's on the pavement, fully aware of safety. They push, he stands firm, and eventually they step back, acknowledging his legal right to remain. It's not a big victory, it's a clean, procedural win. Calm, consistent firmness gets results. And with that, the standoff ends not in conflict, but in clarity. If you found this breakdown useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.